let me start by saying thank you for helping to accommodate my schedule in the COC. It was a really unexpected and stressful change in my academic timeline, and knowing that I'm able to come to everyone, including Professor, about making these adjustments to the schedule and just laying it out as it is and having your understanding really meant a lot. I'm not always able to rely on the people around me, unfortunately, and knowing that there are people that will follow, not necessarily follow through, but be able to accommodate other people like on short notice like that and help me out or help out someone else. It really does. It means a lot, and it feels good. It sort of restores a lot of hope that I have for not only the Marine Corps, first of all, but just people in general, since there are, people who aren't enlisted in our class. So I'm going to kind of go down a quick list of everyone and touch on my thoughts to you, all positive. I don't really have anything negative to say, but just touch on my thoughts on everyone. So starting off with Ashley, right? You really made me laugh with that Hydro Flask speech. All of your speeches were good, I think, and but that Hydro Flask one just really got me when you slammed it on the table. It, I don't know if you could tell, but I was holding back laughter the best I could because I didn't want to disrupt your speech, but it was really funny. You always had good things to say about my speech as well as other people's speeches. It wasn't just, oh, good job, or, just a random criticism. It was always something very insightful. Pamela, your stories about, your children and your insights as a career planner were really really good stuff to listen to. It was a lot of really touching stories and really valuable information. It honestly made me reconsider my enlistment with the bonuses you were talking about. But especially talking about how some of your kids suffer from these really challenging mental issues that they have to work through. It's not just inspiring, but not inspiring because of what they're able to do, but how you're able to help them work through that. Because I do want to be a father one day, and knowing that there are resources out there that you can go to if you feel like it's beginning to be too much and you want to reach out for that kid you love, and there's people that know how to work around a lot of these things. It brings a lot of peace of mind to a hopefully soon to be father. Ronaldo. That one time when you gave me the ride to class, that was probably one of the best car rides I've had in a long time. We had some pretty good conversations that I won't forget. The joke you made in class about teacher activities, that cracked me up. And then just suddenly hitting us out of nowhere, and blindsiding us with that really thought-provoking speech about free will. I was not prepared, I really was not. I was expecting just, sharing something more like maybe a political opinion or something, but not that metaphysical and philosophical. So you have kudos and my applause for that, because that was a really good speech. Cynthia, your ability to come up on the spot, just talking about something and having it be a coherent sort of just story is a testament not only to your ability to just be kind of a comfortable speaker, but a storyteller. And that is not something many people can say, especially given that storytelling in English, if for those of you who aren't aware, our words have so many double meanings and our meanings have so many words that it can be very hard to paint a picture unless you are a native speaker. So it was a lot of fun to listen to that, and knowing that you have to work with all the immigration troubles like my mother did. I really feel that, and I know that one day you're going to look back on it and just be happy that you're proud to be an American, I hope. Diana, I know, understand I'm speaking a lot about everyone's final speeches, but this is really, a lot of these are what had lasting impacts, because I feel like a lot of people finish the strongest with these. So Diana, I don't know if you meant to do this on purpose, but I thought it was impressive how you were able to integrate your professional background into your speech about vaccines, right? If you weren't a nurse, I probably would have either rolled my eyes, because I hear about this from my family all the time and they're unqualified to speak on anything regarding this. But the fact that you were a nurse, it really helped me like kind of like get past that initial like okay whatever, and really listen to what you were saying, and you made a lot of very good points, and it was just a really fascinating speech, and you seem very passionate about it, and being able to bring that passion out into your public speech, it is a very valuable skill that I hope you'll be able to bring with you into the future. And last but not least, Mary, your facial expressions honestly made the class. They were very funny, and you vocalizing your anxieties and concerns honestly brought me a lot of peace of mind, knowing I wasn't the only one with these, with these problems. Because I was very nervous. I wasn't gonna let on, because as soon as you admit it, it becomes a bit too real. So I was working on doing what professors kind of taught us about reframing, but you talking about that kind of grounded me, and it really helped me understand like, okay, it's okay that I'm a little bit nervous. I just have to like kind of lock back in. And finally, Professor, thank you very much. Thank you so much for cooperating with me on my schedule. I really, really appreciate that even being an option. I have not had another college professor even give me the time of day for something like that, so thank you. And the conversations that we had after class a few times about psychedelics, and you immediately, you sort of not, maybe not intentionally, but guiding me in the direction of talking about that stuff after my All About Me box. It definitely set my course for this class, and it made me a lot more invested, so thank you for that. And that's all I really have for everyone, but I hope you know that I consider all of you to be at least, if not just an acquaintance, then a friend. And thank you for your time, thank you for all the help, and thank you for the good conversations.